Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Denmark and the Netherlands are just renewing their military capabilities while paying the big arms manufacturing companies a lot of money from their taxpayers' taxes, right? Yep. And why do they do that? Because they are on the right side of life and the war in Ukraine. And they're preparing to deploy, to deliver some tanks to Ukraine. So Denmark and the Netherlands. All right, well, let's see how the Russians will blow them up. Here. Denmark and the Netherlands prepare tank deliveries for Ukraine. This is per Kiev Independent, January 16th, 2024. Denmark and the Netherlands are preparing to jointly deliver the first 2 of the 14 Leopard 2A4 tanks. 2? That's 2 strikes. That's 2 seconds. Pak, pak. All right, well, and it's 14. This is an insult. If you really want to help Ukraine fight the Russians, you have to send them about 1,000 or 500 tanks now. Now, 2 airplanes. How many airplanes these guys say they were going to send them? 80 or 60? You got to send them about, 400 with 80. Better than nothing, that's true, but I think it's just a symbolic move. The Leopard units were refurbished in Germany and will initially be sent to Poland, where Ukrainian servicemen are expected to train, blah, 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 blah. Now, what does refurbished mean? What does that mean? Well, here. Refurbish. That is renovate. What does that mean? From something old, you try to polish it a little bit. Refurbished, right? Synonyms. Brighten or freshen up. Okay? That means not new, old. We're just going to do what? Wash it, clean it, dust it a little bit. People will use those tanks. Now, if those tanks are bad, why do you give them to Ukraine? Well, they're not bad. You refurbish them. What does that mean? You're going to give those tanks supposedly to some Ukrainians to fight the Russians. If those tanks are bad, the Russians will kill those servicemen. Yeah, they're Ukrainians, not from Denmark or the Netherlands, I guess. According to the current schedule, tanks, together with spare parts and ammunition, will be delivered to Ukraine this summer. Oy vey, man. What the hell? Dutch defense officials said, thanks, why am I doing this? This summer? By that time is the end of the world. Jesus Christ has his second coming. What the hell? Tanks and other armored vehicles are expected to play a key role. Holy as Kiev attempts to advance on multiple fronts. The 2 of them? 2 out of what, 14 or 15? How many they said? 14? What are you talking about? These guys are just delusional. The problem is the baboons will not catch that. That's why they say it. Kiev has long requested state-of-the-art Western tanks, but has received quantities insufficient for major offensives. Correct. Yeah, it's okay. Those 2 will... Oh, wait. Maybe they will be like Rambo. Oh, maybe like that. You sent 2 Rambo over there in Ukraine is gonna up the Russians just like this, like they did in Afghanistan and in Vietnam. Remember Rambo? And the Russians in Afghanistan. Remember? Holy moly! So, repair center for Leopard and other models, they're modeling. Maybe. Hello, Mary Lou. And other models were opened in Poland with a batch of tanks arriving in Gliwice in December 2023. First Leopard 2 tanks repaired in Lithuania to return to Ukraine. Very good, my friends, very good. And in the meantime, you know what you're going to do? When you give those old fuckers to be refurbished, and then you're going to go and tell the Americans, can you talk to your sponsors, Raytheon or Lockheed Martin or whomever manufactures these tanks, Or not these tanks, your tanks, the Abrams tanks, because these are Germans, done by Rheinmetall. So Rheinmetall, we're gonna get the Abrams. Why? They're better. They're better. It's just a racket, my friends. Some people make a lot of money and some people unfortunately die, supposedly for some ideals, defending their country, defending their traditions, defending their homeland, not knowing that's a really something else going on over there. That's why a lot of people, like they say 8 million, 8 million I said, or 800,000, 800,000 military age Ukrainians fled the country. Maybe they know something, they knew something, maybe they don't want to fight the Russians, maybe they don't want to fight for Zelensky Stein and his Zelenskinsburg clique, led by or pushed and financed by other Zelensky Steins in other areas, in Al Capone's, how do you call it, criminal gang. Yeah, and they say, well, they're cowards. Some of them are, some of us are, more or less, right? But if you know that I'm not going to fight for those guys, I'm just going to go and run away, like Bill Clinton did in Vietnam. Where did he go? Great Britain. He went over there to school. Canada and then Great Britain, didn't he? And many like him said, I'm not going to fight the Viet Cong, the communists. I'm a communist. And one day I will be the president of a capitalist country. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.